we talked a little bit about things that you need to do to prepare in advance. Shaunamar described some of the things that she felt that she should have done the night before but didn't. I would like everybody who's watching this, if you don't have one already, to go home, put together a wildfire and emergency go kit. If you live in California, you need to have a kit that prepares you for earthquakes. You probably need to have one that prepares you for floods. If you live near hillsides, you probably need to prepare for mudslides. We need to be prepared for emergencies because we live here in a place that's just constantly confronted by emergencies. Wildfire go kits have some special needs. Our evacuation checklist at FireSafe Marin goes through all of the contents, but I'll real quickly run through what I think are critical in your wildfire go kit. Flashlights. The photographs Shaunamar showed of her evacuation were midday, late morning. They were dark as night. Doesn't matter what time you evacuate, you are going to need a flashlight. And every firefighter I know carries multiple flashlights, one in every pocket, with backup spare batteries. So have a headlamp, have multiple handheld flashlights, and have spare batteries in your go kit. One of the most important things you can have. Make sure that you've got an AM/FM radio. Our checklist goes through items like spending cash, maybe a duplicate credit card, important documents, copies of your passports, your insurance information, a small first aid kit, drinking water. You don't need 3 days of drinking water, and I don't want you to carry 3 days of drinking water like you might have in your earthquake survival kit. In your wildfire go kit, you need to have enough drinking water to get you out of town. You need to have some high energy food. You need to have some basic tools. We're going to talk a little bit about emergency clothing and what you should wear, and that's something that should be with your go kit or inside your go kit, ready to go at all time. Store this in a backpack. We want you to be able to put this on your back and move on foot, even though we're going to talk a lot about evacuating by car and why that should be your first choice. It still needs to be portable and something that you can take with you if you do need to leave your car in that outlier scenario. Keep these in your car if you're always with your car or near your front door during fire season. Make a kit for every member of your family, especially for your kids. Make a kit that might be a little different than yours for your pets. We want you to dress for survival. So these are things, these clothing items, these are things that you might not be able to find in the middle of fire season, in the middle of summer. Keep a spare set of clothing that looks like this with your go kit, a spare set for everybody. And every item shown here, and this picture is actually out of Australia. They maybe look a little goofy to us, but I want you to look goofy while you're evacuating. Long cotton or wool clothing, long pants, long shirt. Cotton or wool is important. It won't melt from embers. It won't melt from radiant heat. It provides a huge amount of protection to you. It's almost as good as the clothing that firefighters wear. It really does provide a lot of protection. Long cotton or wool pants, heavy boots, leather boots. I can't tell you how many photographs I've seen of people evacuating in their nightgowns and flip-flops, if they even have shoes. This can save your life. Heavy shoes that will let you run over broken glass, that will let you run over hot embers. That floppy cotton hat they're wearing is important. It's not there for looks, obviously. It's there to prevent embers from landing in your hair. We've seen some people put like a construction worker's hard hat in their emergency go kit. That's just fine too. This is to protect your head from embers, specifically the hat. Every one of us, I guess I don't need to put the N95 mask or the face shield. We all have those with us all the time now. But hopefully when COVID-19 is over, we all keep those with us, put them in our go kits, and have them ready to go. Carry spares. That person's wearing an N95 mask underneath the cotton bandana. The mask provides some protection from particulates, the particles that are in the smoke. The cotton bandana provides protection to the skin on their face from radiant heat from the flames if they get too close. The two pieces of life-saving equipment in this picture that you need to have in your go kit are the goggles and the leather gloves. Let me tell you why. The number one injury for wildland firefighters are eye injuries. A wildland firefighter big tough firefighter working on a wildfire gets a speck of dust or an ember in their eye and they're out of service, they can no longer fight the fire. They've got to go to the hospital to have it washed out of their eyes. If that happens to you while you're evacuating, it could cost you your life. If you're not able to walk or drive yourself out of your neighborhood because you got a speck of dust in your eyes, you'll really regret not having listened to us when we said, get a full coverage ceiling pair of goggles with the anti-fog treatment. If you wear eyeglasses, make sure you get the pair that's designed to fit over your glasses. Check them regularly, make sure that the strap hasn't degraded and that they aren't scratched. Keep a clean set of goggles in your go kit. Those gloves, equally life-saving. Everybody here, I know everyone watching is worried about being caught behind some kind of obstruction in the roadway. This happens, it does happen. It happened in the Camp Fire. It's happened in probably all of the fires in the Bay Area that are burning right now. If debris falls into the roadway during a wildfire and blocks your passage, it fell there because it was on fire. You very well may be able to move that debris out of the road as long as you have protection for your hands. Those gloves are life savings because they'll let you pick up hot objects and move them out of your way. I can't emphasize this enough. Heavy leather gardening gloves is all you need. You don't need any special firefighting gloves, just a heavy pair of leather gloves, and keep them on while you're evacuating. It looks goofy, but it can save your life. We want you to think about your pets. This isn't just because they're adorable and we love our pets. It's because people love their pets so much that they're willing to die for them over and over again. We've seen dozens, if not now hundreds of people in California die during wildfires because they could not find or could not catch their pets when the fire was approaching. We recommend keeping this a carrier. In fact, this one in particular, I think is great. The pictures from Amazon.com. All right, this carrier is portable. It's soft. You can keep it by your front door. It has a little annex where you can put food and water. And I'm here to tell you, when you're worried, when you receive the evacuation warning or you just smell smoke in your neighborhood, catch your cat. Put them in this carrier. They're not going to like it. They're not going to be happy about it, but they're going to be safe because you will not be able to catch your cat or find it. It will be so deep under your couch when your anxiety is high and the embers start falling in your neighborhood. Shauna Moore didn't mention it, but she lost her cat. She hasn't seen her cat since the Camp Fire. It's sad and it's tragic, and this is something that we need to think about. We need to understand what we'd be willing to do for our animals and take steps long in advance to make sure that we can get them out safely. Keep that food and water. If they have any medications or special needs, keep it with them. We're going to talk